Hello, welcome. Why am I wearing this? Hello. Welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes as usual. I'm wearing clothes, wearing a pullover. Can't say that much more about it. It's just a pullover. Nothing special here, folks, okay? Anyway, I didn't realize I hadn't done a podcast in a few days because I didn't realize a few days have passed by. Um, I'm not kidding when I say my sense of time has been destroyed by the scamdemic. I mean, when you you know lose your job for we got to keep the place locked down for some unbeknownst reason, and you just you don't go outside for a long time, whatever. Like just my sense of time still hasn't been fixed yet. Anyway, so I really didn't realize a couple of days had gone by, so I apologize. So, the three of you who actually listen to this show probably were very upset. Um, anyway, I've been doing very productive things. I put together a BattleTech miniature. I play BattleTech. It's a tabletop game where you pilot a robot and you shoot things. I forgot I'm on camera. Like little guys like this. But what I put together was this. I'm 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 very proud of this because I don't have a life. Look at that thing. You know why this is big? Because my dick is small. Yeah. I'm like the guy who's in his 50s who has a sports car and a 19-year-old girlfriend. This is the equivalent to that. Whatever. We all pay for sex. Okay, listen. So I know a lot of you, and when I say a lot of you, I mean like none of you, are big fans of Aaron Carter. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Aaron Carter has passed away. He was found in his home at 11 a.m. Saturday. He's a deceased person now. The cause of death is unknown, but when you read news articles, they go, it was known that he was battling mental health issues. So that's their way of saying it was a drug overdose. Yeah, so Aaron Carter has passed away at 34 years old. And here's the thing, it's like, now, once again, the loss of life, I don't care who it is, the loss of life is always bad. Okay? So, I'm not happy that Aaron Carter died. Not happy that anyone died. But when you're a public figure and you have done all the weird things, the problem with being a public figure who has a problem, I don't know Aaron Carter, but I've seen him drunk. I've seen him high on various substances because he's done public appearances and gone on interviews and made videos of himself in that situation. So when you have all that in your public figure, and then when you pass away, you already have people talking about, oh well, you probably died from this, probably died from that. I mean, like we expect, but anyway. Um, so let's guess what drug Aaron Carter overdosed on. Was it a dose of bad music? Did he listen to his third album and keel over? And that's how it beat Shaq. Did he have a song about playing Shaq one-on-one basketball? Something stupid like that. God, that was some horrible music. That was some horrible music. But you know what? Shaq was in it. I think Aaron Carter died because someone called him Nick Carter. You know, when I think of Nick Carter, I think of Aaron Carter. But no, like the funniest moment I've ever seen on TV, where they did a Backstreet Boys reunion, okay, and they all have them sitting at a table talking about what they're gonna do in tour and what songs to play, blah 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 blah. And it's like a clip they use to promote next show. They have Nick Carter jumping up, he's standing up and he's pointing. I don't know who he's pointing up. He's like, "I'm not afraid of you anymore." And he's pointing to one of his bandmates. I'm like, what the hell is going on in the Backstreet Boys that you gotta be afraid? What are they doing to you? Like, wait. I bet you like two of the members like holding him down, the other members like punching him in the stomach. You're gonna sing this song, bitch. You didn't get that. You didn't get those dance moves right, bitch. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Like, sit your ass down. You bro- you're Nick Carter. You're Aaron Carter's older brother. Shut up. Yeah. So like, I think Aaron Carter. I think, I think they're gonna say he died of a fentanyl overdose and COVID. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna blame fentanyl. They're gonna blame fentanyl. They're gonna blame Donald Trump and COVID. Those are the three things he overdosed on: fentanyl, Donald Trump, and COVID. What do you guys think? I think the way the media is, for sure. But anyway, yeah, I really know nothing about Aaron Carter. I remember he had one good song. But out of all the songs, you know, I've heard, he had one good song, and it didn't really get any press. It was that song like, "I'm all about you. I'm all about us. Wherever you go, girl, I'm next to you." It was like some stupid song like that where he's singing about being a pop star, like, you know, "I'm on tour, but I'm with you." It's like something stupid. But anyway, it wasn't really the lyrics because he's singing about being a famous person, having a girlfriend, but missing his girlfriend because he's on tour being famous, which is like the most narcissistic song I've ever heard. Which I guess that's kind of why I like it. But it was like the first time that it sounded like he was taking music seriously. Actually, that's what it sounded like. It was like, oh, he's actually doing a serious song. Like it's not like a song about, you know, being late for school because you had to go back and get your homework or something like that. Um, but anyway, that one song he had that I heard that he took serious. He actually was a good singer, but he didn't have the right material. But anyway, well, we lost another great one. I mean, God, Kurt Cobain, and now Aaron Carter. You know, Jimi Hendrix, Aaron Carter, same thing. Janis Joplin, Aaron Carter. Dakota Sky, Aaron Carter. No. If you don't know who Dakota Sky is, I did a podcast about her. She's a porn star that passed away last year. She was 27. Once again, all the great ones leave us at 27, but the gods leave at 34. Rip. Listen, Aaron Carter passed away at 34. 34 is a young age. It really is. 34 is really young. At 34, you still feel like you're 24. I mean, like if you've kept yourself in good physical condition, like, you know, if you didn't eat McDonald's every Tuesday, you didn't drink yourself into oblivion. If you've lived a healthy life at 34, you're still a peak human. You know, like, you're still killing it. You know, like, there's 34-year-old professional athletes that are like dominating. Like you could still be a peak, a peak human at 34. Now, I'm just an above average guy. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm just an above average guy. Just an above average guy. Um, when I was that age, I was in great shape. Oh, wait, take that back. I can only say that up to 33. Like when I was 33, I felt the same way I felt like when I was like whatever 23. Like because I was in shape, I exercised every day, ate right, you know, made sure I took my spinach, aka cocaine. I was in great shape, great shape, felt great. So hearing someone passed away at 34, I'm shocked because that is a healthy, like that is a physically fit age to be. Like we hear people talk about, oh, like so and so passed away at this age, at that age, but whatever, and you'd be surprised, like if you actually keep yourself fit, whatever, you could be like 55. There's a lot of great, in shape 55-year-olds out there. The people who you're not surprised that pass away are, of course, fat people, out of shape people, drug addicts, alcoholics. Any age, a drug addict, alcoholic, fat person, just a generally poor health, like not in shape person, unfit person. If they pass away, you're like, oh, okay, I'm not surprised, Feel like there's something in my eye, but anyway. So and I've seen God, the last time I've seen Aaron Carter, it might have been like 2 years ago. I mean, like he looked like he was high on something, but I mean, at least he was skinny. He looked like he was he looked like he was in stage shape. That's a lot of you plebs don't know what that means, but I'll explain it to you. You stay in a certain level of physical fitness, or if you have to go on stage, if you have a couple of days notice, you can you can look the way you want to look. If that means losing 10 pounds, like you can lose 10 pounds in like 3 days, like if you have to, like without doing drugs. You just don't eat. You exercise all the time. Like you stay within 10 pounds of your show weight, because if you're an artist and you have a show, like you're gonna get booked, so okay, I have 2 weeks, okay, that's easy. I'll get in shape. I'll just start working out right now. So he was in that kind of shape, which is fine. That's still good shape. If you're within you know 10 pounds, I say that's good because and I'm basing this on just average person. The average person in America is a blob. The average person in America is on like five different prescription pills. Probably has some other kind of addiction like cigarettes, coffee, or booze. Doesn't eat right. So the average American person is like not healthy. Yeah, the average American person is in a haze. If it's not from the fentanyl, according to CNN, it's from something else. And I know the last time I did a podcast, I was talking about, oh yeah, it was Halloween. Huh? I was talking about Halloween and how I wasn't gonna go trick or treating because CNN had this news story where they're showing all this fentanyl in candy. Like I said, like they open up a box of Nerds, it was fentanyl. They open up a box of Lemonheads, it was fentanyl. They open up a a Snickers bar, it was fentanyl. Like whatever. You open up a box of Lucky Charms on the marshmallows are replaced with fentanyl, which I would eat that actually. Imagine fentanyl charms. The magically no. You want to OD the right way? Try these not so lucky charms. Oh, those are not so lucky charms. Oh, you know, instead of like blue whales, just like blue coffins. Instead of the lucky rainbows, or is it? Does that little leprechaun call them magic rainbows or lucky whatever? Instead of rainbows, it's like a hospital van. I mean like an ambulance truck. Instead of four leaf clovers, it's the 911 symbol. You know, like the sticker. Anyway, um, what are this? Oh yeah, instead of lucky stars that your parents crying, not so lucky charms, unlucky charms, folks. Take a risk. Take a risk cereal. Marshmallow fentanyl. Take a risk. If you get more than two marshmallows in your bowl, you're dead. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Watch it be some story where like Aaron Carter was so like doped up. He was popping fentanyl like they were Tic Tacs. Hell, doing 40 day. Like I mean, I've known people who are addicted to pills and like they do like 40. I mean, there's some that do more than that, but like you got people taking 40 of like painkillers, like 40. I'm like, what? Now it's not at once, but it's like six at a time. Like, and it's just to feel normal. You're not even getting high. You you're taking six pills to feel normal. Can you believe that? Yeah, man. Like drug addiction's crazy. But there's different levels. I mean, I don't know. There's something about the pain medication that is so weird to me. But well, I've never been addicted to pain pills. The only time I've taken pain pills is because of like actual pain, hell, I had my bottom wisdom teeth pulled. I had pain medication for that. Um, and then I know I had a hockey injury. I forgot I strained a muscle. I used to play hockey. Like I strained a muscle, something like that. And I still wanted to play the season, so I took pain medication, and it worked. Like I played the whole season. I took a bunch of Vicodin and cocaine. Cocaine's a pain medication. Snorting the cocaine off hookers is part of the medication as well. Once again, like everything I've done has been for medical purposes only. I know what you're thinking. How are escorts and hookers part of medical and not part of deplorable, deviant behavior? It's because I said so. Anyway, I want to send my condolences out to Aaron Carter's family. I just want to say I hope you find peace moving on. I hope no one suffered. I want to thank Aaron Carter for his years of entertainment. I'm being serious, years of entertainment. Um, I want to thank Aaron Carter for making his battle with mental health public, so other people can can re- can be aware and find the courage within themselves to get help. You know. Now I saw a movie Aaron Carter was in. I forgot what it's called, but he was like a dirt bike rider. Wait, let me look that movie up. I gotta look that movie up. Let me see. Let's see. See if I can find the movie. Aaron Carter was in a movie. Supercross. Yeah. The movie got a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb. But anyway, dude, I really liked the movie Supercross. I actually thought it was a good movie. It came out in 2005. It was, uh, stupid. It was a stupid movie, but it had Sophia Bush in it. and this is back in 2005. So like so Sophia Bush. Oh yeah, and she was on One Tree Hill, but like Sophia Bush in that movie looked really good. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, Aaron Carter was in a movie called Supercross. Okay, he was in a movie called Pop Star. But generic, generic, generic. Hmm. Trying to see if he was in any other movies that were good. Hmm. No. Well, I mean, it's not like he's an Oscar caliber actor, you know. So Mike Vogel was in it. That's enough. Anyway, uh, good old Aaron Carter. But anyway, once again, the loss of life, any loss of life is bad. So I wonder what's going to happen right now with well, I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't know this because I don't care, but I need something to talk about. Did you know that we have a whole battalion of troops over in Ukraine? Not to fight, but to make sure that all the billions of dollars we give them and all the weapons we give them actually get to the troops and don't go on the black market. Isn't that sad? It's so corrupt. All the billions of dollars America has sent over to Ukraine and the billions of dollars of equipment we've sent to Ukraine, it's so corrupt over there. We had to send a battalion of troops over there to make sure that everything gets to the right place. If half of that is true, I'm 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 speechless. Seriously, because we're if you go on the dark web, you can buy Stinger missiles. Like you can buy weapons that America sent over to Ukraine on the dark web or just the black market, whatever. So you already know if like all of the equipment we sent them is being sold off in other places. Of course, the money's not going anywhere, which makes me think that that was all done on purpose. So we would have to send troops. So something might accidentally happen because if our troops are there and Russia accidentally hits them, we're gonna fight. And then like NATO has you know a bunch of soldiers on the border now too. So like they're setting it up so World War III will happen because the only thing that has to happen is Russia makes one mistake and hits either hits the NATO troops or the American troops, and then that'll pull everyone into the war. I mean that's why it's going on. They want it to happen, but I just I'm sick of my tax dollars. Yes, I'm sick of my tax dollars being used for shit I don't want to happen. This is the one thing I don't understand about the government. We vote them in, but they do stuff that we don't want. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Considering we vote the politicians in, they do a bunch of shit that we don't like and make our lives a lot harder. But yet we keep voting for the same people. That's what I don't get. Like, the latest example, folks, the lockdowns. Now, if you've been listening to this podcast, I was against in saying the lockdowns were a bad idea from the start. I was saying mask didn't work from the start. I was saying the jab doesn't work from the start. A lot of my videos got taken down by YouTube, but a lot of them got to stay up because I started speaking in code. But I have proof. from over 2 years ago when this first started, I was saying all the stuff that people are saying now. People now say, yeah, the shot doesn't prevent or stop the spread, but it does help with like hospitalization. I don't know how you prove that, but anyway. But I was proven right because I was saying it didn't work 2 years ago. Mask. I was saying 2 years ago it doesn't help anything, and I quoted studies from Stanford and Japan from 2 years ago. But now it's okay. Now they admit the mask don't work. Social distancing. I was saying social distancing doesn't work 2 years ago, and now they admit that it was just an arbitrary number that they made up. So I've been right on this since day one. But anyway, I'm just tooting my own horn because you know I don't have a girlfriend unless I pay her $100 for 2 hours of service. So sometimes I just gotta do it to myself for free. You know what I'm saying? God, what a life I'm living, huh? Great life. Better than Aaron Carter though. That was a little blow. But listen, like, how bad is it? No, I don't think it's bad. Well, it is bad, but I think this is all. I think this is all a setup. I think we sent all those weapons and money to Ukraine, knowing that it's corrupt, knowing that it's going to get put in the wrong hands, to give us an excuse. Oh, well, we got to send a bunch of soldiers over there to make sure things get into the right place. And then, like, Russia, they're having their missiles launched by Bullwinkle, so you already know it's going to hit the wrong target. And the only thing it has to do is be off by a mile, and it hits like whatever, some NATO troops, some U.S. troops, or Poland, whatever, and then like boom, World War III. I don't know. That's the way I'm thinking here. I'm thinking it's a false flag operation, folks. It's a false flag. Whiskey Tango. Whatever made up bullshit terms the army guys use. So I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna predict either there's gonna be some NATO or American troops are gonna get either killed or seriously injured, and it's either going to be an immediate back down, backtrack from Russia, or it's going to be an immediate response from NATO or America. I'm gonna guess that if something like that did happen, I bet you Russia would immediately backtrack, because I don't think I mean, if it's taking Russia this long to take over Ukraine, which makes no sense, I doubt Russia wants to fight NATO and America. Because if Russia fought NATO and America, because like NATO is basically the rest of Europe, basically, minus 2 or 3 countries. Like Finland, Sweden's not in NATO. Um, there's a couple more, whatever. I don't care. But it's most of Europe. I don't think Russia can take on America and most of Europe. I can't see them winning that war. Like, they would get wiped off the face of the planet. So this is the intelligent part of my brain, not the horny, drugged out, K-pop loving part. If Russia accidentally kills, hurts, does something bad to a NATO soldier, NATO country, or American American soldier over there during the war, Russia will immediately stand down in fear of having America and NATO retaliate. And what happen? It'll be they will make a deal behind the scenes so Russia can amicably back out and make it seem like to the public that they won and did what they had to do in Ukraine, and now they're pulling out. Because remember, in Russia, the media is very controlled. So people, the populace doesn't even know or wouldn't know that Russia, killed some Americans or killed some NATO soldiers, and that's why they're pulling out because the threat of America and NATO going to war with them. That's why Russia is so mad about the Brittany Griner situation. Russia keeps telling America, keep quiet about the Brittany Griner situation because they don't want the public to know what's going on. They don't want the Russian citizens to know what's going on because the more America talks about it, that's more outlets that Russian citizens can go on the internet and see what's going on. Because like Russian news is not reporting about the Brittany Griner situation, and they don't want it to seem like America's winning them over by making some deal. Because remember, like Russia's very anti alternative lifestyle. They're very anti mental disorder. And Brittany Griner is the representation of that. So they don't want to seem like they're making deals to help someone like that out. And that's probably why it's taking so long to get Brittany Griner out, even though I don't give a rat's ass about Brittany Griner. You know, like in America, if you're famous and you break the law, you get off scot free. Famous to have money. So Brittany Griner was in the Los Angeles airport and brought a bunch of weed, which I think weed's legal, but I don't know if it's legal to transport it. Like if you put it in your backpack, I don't know. Whatever. Either way, she wouldn't have gone to jail for 10 years. That's all I'm saying. You don't go to jail for 10 years in America for taking a joint on a plane. You do in Russia though. So I don't know. Like, um, you got all these different cultures doing all these different things, making everything fucked up. And that's the world we live in right now. It's a fucked up world. You know? Like the world is you know how bad things are? Star Wars can't make money. That's how bad the world is right now. Star Wars, the one thing that brought a lot of people happiness is dead. Sorry, Aaron Carter. There's a new I didn't watch. There's a new Star Wars series out called Andor. No one's watching it. No one is excited about it. And it's I don't know why it just hit me right now. I'm like, wow, things are so bad. No one even cares about Star Wars. But anyway, I don't know why that just came to me though. That's weird. But yeah, the world's messed up right now. You got Aaron Carter gone. I can't take it seriously. I'm sorry. Listen, once again, the loss of life, horrible, tragic. I'm sorry. Loss of life is bad. But come on, it's Aaron Carter. You know he died of a drug overdose. You know it was a drug overdose. You know it was. And it was probably something stupid like Drano. Come on. It wasn't like a real drug. It was he probably melted crayons and injected it. I mean, it's Aaron Carter. He was in a movie called Supercross. He made a music video about dunking on Shaq. This guy is out there. You know? He thinks outside the box, that's for sure. But now he's living in one. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later. Peace.